talking with his friends Salerio and Solano.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sad.
That's because you're worried. I will be worried too, if I had as many ships out of the sea as you.
I spent my whole time looking at maps and trying to guess where the ships were.
That's what's upsetting you, Antonio. You're worried about your ships and the dangers facing them.
It's not that that's making me sad. I don't know what it is, but it's not that.
If it isn't that, then you must be in love, my friend. Love.
Enter Bassanio, Lorenzo and Graziano. They all talk together for a while and then everyone exits except Antonio and Bassanio.
You promised to tell me about this love affairs of yours. I want to hear everything.
It's like this, you know, I've been careless with money. I've spent too much and my estate is nearly gone. I've borrowed from you. There's a beautiful wealthy girl called Portia that I want to marry. But I am going to Belmont. I'll need money to court her. Will you lend me the money I need, Antonio?
Haven't got any spare money to give you, but there is something I can do, Bassanio. I'll put my name to a loan for you with one of my money lenders in Venice. Go and ask one of them for the money, and that I'll repay it.
Street scene in Venice. Bassanio is talking to the money lender, Simon.
3,000 ducats? I need them for 3 months. 3 months? Antonio will guarantee the loan.
I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same meat, warmed by and cooled by the same winter and summer, as a Christian is. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by a Christian example? Why not revenge? The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction.
Belmont. Portia and her servant Nerissa are talking together.
I'm not very happy.
It seems to me that the rich are as unhappy with too much as the poor are with too little. The happiest people are those who have neither too much nor too little.
I can't choose a husband, don't you see, Nerissa? The men come here, they choose one of the 3 caskets, but I have no right to choose the man I like.
Your father was a good man, the man who can understand the messages on the caskets and select the right one will undoubtedly be the man who loves you the best. What do you think about the prince from Naples?
He loves horses so much, I sometimes think his mother was in love with the blacksmith.
What about the French lord?
He's not at all. He just copies everyone else.
And the English baron?
He doesn't have any style. I think he bought some of his clothes in Italy, some in France, and some in Germany.
Do you remember the young man from Venice who came to the house when your father was alive?
Bassanio.
I think he was the most interesting man I've ever met.
I remember him very well.
Enter Antonio.
Well, will you lend the money?
You've always treated me badly. Should I forget all your insults and just give you 3,000 ducats?
I am not asking you to lend me this money as a friend.
But that's just the point. I want to lend you the money as a friend. And to show that we're good friends, we'll say that if you don't repay me the 3,000 ducats in 3 months, I'll have the right to count a pound of flesh from your body. That'll be a joke.
I'll sign the bond on those terms. Don't do it.
What do I need a pound of flesh for? Don't you see the condition is just a joke between the 2 of us?
Street scene in Venice. Silent is talking to Solano and Salerio.
Antonio is a poor man now. He's lost everything from what I hear. He used to insult me because I lent money at interest. He should remember his bond. That's all I can say. He should remember his bond.
What use is the bond to you? You won't take the pound of flesh, surely?
No use to me. That man has laughed at me, made my friends dislike me, and my enemies dislike me even more. And why did he do that? Just because I'm a Jew. That's why.
Portia's house. Jessica, Lorenzo, and Solani are talking to Portia and Bassanio. Bassanio is holding a letter from Venice in his hand.
It is bad news. My friend Antonio lent me some money for my journey here, and I am very much afraid that his kindness to me will be the cause of his death.
I'm your wife now. If there's bad news in the letter, Bassanio, I want to share it with you.
But can it really be true? All of Antonio's ships have sunk.
All of them? But even if Antonio had the money to pay Shylock, the moneylender wouldn't accept it. He wants his pound of flesh. He's been to the Duke of Venice several times to talk about the bond. He says that the law allows him to take a pound of flesh from Antonio, and that's what he wants to do. Yay.
I'm afraid that's true. I've often heard him say that it's Antonio's flesh he wants, not the money.
How much does Antonio owe Shylock?
3,000 ducats. He borrowed the money from me.
3,000 ducats is nothing to me. Take 3,000 ducats from me. Take 60,000 if you need it. Pay Shylock to save your friend. Go to Venice and settle this business, and then return here to me.
I'll go. I'll pay the money lender and then I'll carry back here.
I'm sorry for you. Shylock has no pity for anyone.
I have heard that you have tried everything to help me, but I know that you cannot change the law for Venice for me.
You're taking this joke of the pound of flesh too far, my friend. Now's the time to be kind and forgive him the bond.
I have sworn to have the bond. There is nothing you can do to make me change my mind. And you can't change the law of Venice. To say, Antonio, I want my pound of flesh.
I'll pay you 6,000 ducats if you forget the bond.
Not for any money in the world. I want my bond.
How can you hope for any mercy when you die if you insist on the bond?
How can I fear injustice judgment when I die if I've done nothing wrong?
The bond, Antonio.
Yes, I
Dan, the money lender, must be merciful.
Why should I be merciful to him?
Mercy is a wonderful quality. It does good to the person who revives it, and it does good to the person who gives it. Kind have a lot of power, but when they show mercy, you can also go. Therefore, Shylock, you do need to show some mercy to Antonio. I'm only saying this to give you an opportunity to save Antonio. If you don't take this change, then your court must sentence him under the law.
I want the law. I want the sentence of the court against Antonio.
Can Antonio pay the debt?
Yes, I've got 3,000 ducats here, and I'll pay 30,000 if Shylock will forget the bond.
That's not possible. The law of Venice must be avoid. Antonio cannot pay. Shylock doesn't have the bond.
What a wise young judge.
But no. Portia exchanges the bond. The bond is legal. Can you have your pound of flesh? But ask you once again. Take 9,000 ducats instead of 3. Be merciful. Tell me to destroy the bond.
I want the bond.
Take the pound of flesh, Shylock. The law allows it, and the court lets you take it.
What a wonderful judge.
There's just one small thing. The bond says you can have a pound of Antonio's flesh. It does not say you can't have a single drop of Antonio's blood. Take the pound of flesh, but if you want sign drop of Antonio's blood falls to the ground, you will lose all of your property.
I can't take the flesh without the blood. Give me the 9,000 ducats that you offered me before.
Shylock goes to the law. If you shall have the law, you must take the pound of flesh. That's all you can have.
All right. Antonio can go free. I will forget about the debt.
The matter does end simply. You are a foreigner and the law property. It's also said that the Duke can have some execute. You have tried to kill Antonio, and
Therefore, you must lose all for your property sale. But your property goes to Antonio and to the state.
You'll see how different we are to you. I give you your life, Sherlock, but your property goes to Antonio and the state. Thanks a lot.
What good is my life to me without my property?
Can the court show Shylock any mercy?
Why don't we make him give some money to daughter Jessica and her husband?
Please take the 3,000 ducats as a reward for your services.
I don't want to pay for the work I have done.
Then take something of ours as a reminder of our friendship.
Give me your gloves, Antonio, and you, Bassanio, give me the ring, that ring.
Not the ring, please take something else. The ring was given me by my lord.
You make a fine chauffeur, but I see that you don't intend to keep them.
Let him have the ring. He saved my life, and you can easily explain why you gave it away to your wife.
Graziano, run after him and give him the ring.
I swear by the moon that you are wrong. I gave it to the clerk.
That's the matter.
It's about the ring Nerissa gave me.
Where is it? You say you gave it to a clerk, but I bet that clerk never grows a bird.
You will, if he lives to be a man.
Women don't live to become men.
I swear I gave it to clerk, and not to him. Bassanio gave his ring to the judge, and I gave mine to the clerk. That's all that happened.
Surely you didn't give away the ring I gave you, Bassanio?
I have to do it, I'm sorry.
Since that the John has got the ring I gave you that you promised to keep forever, this is that I will do. I will be generous to that judge as you were. Let him come to this house. He is welcome to my house and to me.
I will do the same with the clerk.
This is all my fault. I got into serious trouble by lending Bassanio money, and it was only this judge who saved me.
Give him this and tell him to keep it better in the future.
But this is the ring I gave the judge.
He gave it to me. Forgive me, Bassanio, but he gave it to me when they were together. We're here.
And you must forgive me, Graziano, because the clerk gave me this when he was with me.
Then, they both betrayed us before we were even married.
Read this, I will see that I was to the judge, and Nerissa was to the clerk. Lorenzo will tell when I left the house. And sir, there is some good news for you. Another letter where that same three of the six have come home safely after all.
And for you, Jessica, there's good news too. I have a legal document from your father that will make you and Lorenzo rich.